I'm at a loss of why we are still going through this after all this time. Back in April, everybody was happy to pose for pictures and celebrate the amendment that was passed, but now we want to strip the amendment from any real meaning. Today I do wear the red X, which represents my background. As many of you know, I do have felony conviction. However, after I testified about having a felony conviction, several of you came up to me afterwards and said, "Wow, I never knew that about you." And you know why that is? If I can be honest, it's because I have the privilege of taking my X off. I have the privilege of taking my X off and being in rooms with all of you. But my brothers and sisters here, they're black and brown, they don't have the same privilege to take off their X like I've been given. An unfair privilege that, yes, backgrounds, criminal justice disproportionately affects black and brown communities like where I live in the south suburbs. It disproportionately affects people that are being convicted for crimes that now are going to be expunged anyways. And at some point, we have to wake up and say that we are all humans. We are not black and brown and white, but we are all God's children. And so, yes, today, if I can get a witness, I do need to preach in here for just a moment because I'm fed up with what's going on. Just after the Just Housing was passed, you commissioners came together and passed a discrimination, an anti-discrimination stuff, and stood together about how Cook County is going to be more equitable.
1 minute.
But then we have rules that say if you're denied, we're just going to rent your apartment out to somebody else. This is the only protected class, if we consider criminals a protected class, that has to prove that we're not monsters anymore, but we're human beings. Let me close with this because I think we learn everything we need in children's stories and children's songs. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red, brown, yellow, black, and white, they are all precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Jesus died for all the children of the world. Red, brown, yellow, black, and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus died for all the children of the world. And yes, Jesus rose for all the children of the world. Red, brown, yellow, black, and white, they are precious in his sight. He rose for all the children of the world. Please protect all the children.
Next speaker, Mr. Chairman, is Kate Walls from Shriver Center.
Good morning. My name is Kate Walls. I'm the Vice President of Advocacy for the Shriver Center. I urge this commission to file and receive these rules. The intent behind this law and these rules are to create housing stability and equity in Cook County. And yes, it is a change to how landlords practice, but it is one that is long overdue. The employment world is far ahead of the real estate industry when it comes to recognizing that a person's contact with the criminal legal system is not a strong or even sound predictor of their ability to be a good employee and therefore a good tenant and a member of this society. The Commission has the authority to issue these rules and regulations necessary to implement its power, just as they have done with other parts of the Human Rights Ordinance, and they should be given that deference here. Now, the NCRA said that HAC does not, in fact, have a 3-year look-back period. It does, as does the Chicago Housing Authority, and neither housing authority has said that their programs have been jeopardized by this or that they have received complaints in the communities about that. We've also heard during the discussions this morning that this will risk all rental housing and all innocent members of society and the safety of varied communities in Cook County, and it will destroy our property values. I was here years ago during the passage of the Source of Income Amendment to the Cook County Human Rights Ordinance, and brought there, and none of it was true, and it's even less true now. This is about the ability of someone to have a fair chance to rent housing, to support their loved ones, to be reunited with their loved ones, and to gain employment. You should look at what JP Morgan Chase recently announced, a second chance effort to not only not consider a person's criminal record, but to affirmatively employ justice-involved individuals.
Yes.
That's the path
1 minute.
that we should be proceeding in Cook County and as a country. That is the path to racial justice. Thank you.